Did you know that for this movie, actress Charlize Theron tore a stomach muscle while shooting one of the scenes, which required her to scream very loud? So this movie is actually quite an enjoyable movie for me. There are a lot of fairy tale movies out there, but this is one of those fairy tale movies I feel it doesn't get its due diligence, and I think more people need to know about Snow White and the Huntsman because I think it's a really well done movie, and it definitely hits on some stuff that I want to see more of when it comes to fairy tale movies. There's a lot of great things in this movie, but there are some things I'm not a fan of, but I will share those at the end of the review. One of the things I really like about this movie is I like the direction that it goes. Now, we all know Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Disney's first animated movie. It's really a romance movie. There's been a lot of different remakes of Snow White, but I think this Snow White movie is really accurate to the Grimm's fairy tale. It's very dark. It's not really a romance movie. Snow White is not seen as a princess in this movie. She is more of a warrior trying to get her kingdom back. So it's a very different feel for Snow White, but I really like the change there. I really liked the beauty of this movie, very cinematic, lots of great locations that they shot at, but also the VFX were really beautiful, especially the dark forest. But once the dwarves led Snow White into the more beautiful part of the dark forest, a lot of mystical creatures, they were very well done. You knew it was all CGI, but it was done in a way where it was just really immersed you in the experience. The evil queen in this movie, and Charlize Theron portrays her. Now, I've had a crush on Charlize for years, so pretty much any movie that Charlize is in, I will see, no questions asked, just because not only is she a beautiful woman, but she's just a phenomenal actress. I mean, she just goes all in on whatever character she's playing, and she just sold the role of the evil queen in this. Just how evil she was, just how driven she was. I mean, she turned against her own brother, she turns against her stepdaughter. She kills tons of people in this movie, all to try to make herself be the most powerful person there, trying to be the fairest in the land. But she's always missing that key thing about what makes her fairest in the land. She always thinks it's the outward appearance, the beauty, but it's actually the inward appearance, and that's what makes her character you almost feel sorry for her because she completely misses the point. But she does a phenomenal job. I mean, I swear at times she goes method in this movie because it's just so convincing, and she just does an amazing job. This actually might be one of my favorite characters that she's played. I'd say the biggest problem I have with this movie, unfortunately, is the casting of Kristen Stewart as Snow White. I just feel that there are so many better actresses out there to portray Snow White. I just felt like a lot of her lines that she delivered were flat. There just wasn't a lot of energy behind it. You could also tell that she's trying harder than she should to deliver on some lines. She's just not a good actress. That's my opinion, but I wish it would have been a better actress to play Snow White. She just wasn't interesting. She was pretty much a boring Snow White, and I wish it could have been better, but unfortunately the casting choice was Kristen Stewart. But I highly recommend you guys check out this movie. If you've never seen this movie, definitely check it out, but if you haven't seen it in a while, you should check it out again. It's a really fun movie. It's on Netflix right now. I highly recommend check it out with your friends and your family. So for Snow White and the Huntsman, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10 Mudflaps. And remember, leave me a thumbs up and drop in the comments below. What is your favorite fairy tale? See you next time.